What's up, YouTube? My name is Mike, and welcome to 3D, Dad's Do's and Don'ts. So, nice Sunday afternoon. The goal today was to not make any videos, take the day off, because I've got some sort of a problem. I think it's my uvula. I think that's the way you pronounce it. It's that little ball in the back of your throat, and it's extremely swollen. I am having trouble talking, having trouble swallowing. Very uncomfortable, very difficult to deal with. So, first, I want to apologize for any speech issues that I have, and like I said, wasn't going to make this video. However, I'm just pretty heated right now, so I want to express this before the heatedness goes away. I'm just going to read you a tweet, and then we're going to go from there. Democrat congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken, crime-infested places from which they came, then come back and show us how it's done? These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements. Donald Trump. Now, for any of you that have watched my videos, you will know that over the course of the Trump presidency, I have slowly started to warm up a little bit to President Trump. I have tried to look past his ignorance. I have tried to look past his issues and just look for policies and look for what he's doing to try and help this country. And I have found that he is doing things that are improving this country. So I did a series of videos where I was really trying to come to the conclusion of who I was going to vote for in this upcoming election. I do not agree with anybody on the left's policies moving forward, which basically leaves me to either vote for Trump or don't vote at all, because I do not agree with any of the Democrats that are running right now. I especially don't agree with the politics of the 4 congresswomen that he's talking about. I think they're too liberal, they're too progressive. I think that their socialistic ideas will get our country in a bad place. So I don't agree with their politics. But man, let me tell you something. They are elected Congress people of this country. When Trump, and I keep looking over here to my laptop so I don't misquote what this man has said. He says, congresswomen who originally come from countries whose governments are complete, total catastrophe. First of all, 3 of the 4 women that you speak of were born in America and born American citizens. So, not sure what country you're talking about that they're coming from, because 3 out of the 4 came from America. The other one went through the citizenship process and all that. So the only one that you could even, that statement would even make sense for would be Ilhan or Omar. That would be the only one. But she's legit because A, she went through the process the right way to immigrate, and she became a U.S. citizen, and she got elected to be a congressperson. So your comment about go back to where you came from is ridiculously ignorant, because there is nowhere else that they came from except right here in America. Second, it says, and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. You say that like you're excluding them from being members of the United States. But they're not. They're citizens. They live here, they work here, they pay taxes here, and they are elected to serve the people here. And I can't say this enough. I don't agree with their politics. I don't think their ideologies are what's best for this country. But to suggest that they go back to where they came from, you know what that is? That is a racist comment that ignorant white people make when they don't like something that a black person is doing or that a brown person is doing. So they say, oh, go back to wherever you came from. Go, you don't like it in America? Get back on a boat and go back to Africa. Ridiculously ignorant. And while I'm not surprised to hear Trump say stuff like this, it does surprise me a little bit that he would think that this is an okay way to combat these women. I don't agree with them. I don't think that I don't ever want to see any of them become president or anything like that. But they are American citizens. They were voted for by the people of America. That's why they're Congress people. And you're going to sit here and make these ignorant, racist, buffoon comments. And you know probably why I'm so aggravated about this is because Trump was and is still slowly winning me over, slowly making me see that his policies are doing some good for this country, that he's not as bad as everybody says, that he isn't this person that is going to be a poison for this country. But this is ridiculous, man. This is absolutely ridiculous for this to be the things that are coming out of his mouth. And let me read just one more point on this. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Well, they're over here contributing to helping to fix the broken, crime-infested things in this country. So, whether or not you agree with their politics, whether or not you agree with their ideologies, and, you know, I can't stress to you enough that I do not agree with their politics. To me, it is just completely ignorant to A, call them out like they're not American citizens, B, call them out like they're not people that are functioning members of our government, and C, to finish it off, you got to throw Pelosi in there. Oh, I'm sure that Pelosi would be happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements. Would she really? Why? Because there's a little heat right now going on? Still 4 Democratic votes, Mr. Trump. Do you really think she wants to get rid of 4 Democratic votes? Or are you just talking just to talk? I'm really doing my best to try and make a good decision for this 2020 election, and I'm trying to use my voice to help others make that decision too. I might not reach but a couple hundred people, but that doesn't even matter. I'm going to make my opinions heard, and I'm going to say what's on my mind. If you just watch 1 or 2 of my videos, depending on the ones you watch, you might think that I'm a Trump supporter because I have been telling the positive sides, in my opinion, of what he's been doing. I think if you're going to give somebody a fair shot, you give them a fair shot. You look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, this is just bad and ugly. I can't say I'm really surprised, but you really feed a fire that gets to the root of a lot of your base, Mr. Trump. A lot of your base is racist. A lot of your base doesn't like foreigners. A lot of your base loves to tell people of color to go back to wherever they came from. It's not okay. It's not cool. And I find that you should be able to find so many better things to tweet about. You should be able to find so many better things to rail the Democrats about. I don't even know what to say about it. Other than, if you haven't read the tweet, read it. If you haven't, look, like I said, I wasn't even planning on making this video. I just want to shout from the rooftops how ignorant and ridiculously stupid I feel like that series of tweets were. And Trump's made some dumb tweets. That's part of what comes with being a Trump supporter. If you're going to vote for Trump, you got to know there's going to be bad and good. I mean, that's the same way as it is with any other candidate. But Trump especially, because he's cut from a different cloth. He's got things going on that other presidents don't have going on. He handles people and situations in ways that are so outside of the norm. And a lot of those things I don't agree with. But I'm not nitpicking every little thing that goes on. I feel like his policies are either going to be good for this country or they're not. But what comes along with the types of comments in this tweet are clearly racist. They're clearly uninformed, And they're clearly just out there to jab. What are you jabbing at them for? None of them are running against you. Shit, the one of them ain't even old enough. Maybe two of them ain't even old enough. So what are you worried about them for? That's such a small speck on the radar. If anything, Mr. Trump, you should be hoping they stay. Because it is their crazy far left-wing policies that may very well just get you reelected. You shouldn't want to see people with their types of politics going somewhere else. You should want them to stay right here and keep pushing their rhetoric. Crazy. I don't even know what else to say about it. Really done with this video. Crazy. Get back on an even keel tomorrow. We'll talk some more sensible politics tomorrow. But this wasn't sensible. Everybody tells me I shouldn't be surprised. But just my point of view. Take it for what it's worth. Mr. Trump? Crazy. Crazy. And just on a sidebar, where is his wife from? Is his wife from America? Like, what if he's ever talked about sending her back? I don't know. Probably an unnecessary comment to finish the video, but it really bothers me even more when you got a guy who is married to an immigrant. You got a guy who is with somebody that's from a different country. Probably not the greatest country. Maybe one of them crime-ridden. Matter of fact, excuse me, just 1 second here. Here, let me. All right. I don't even know this. I should have known this before I did the video. Where is she from? Is it what, Czechoslovakia or something like that? I don't know. There we go. Melania Trump Wiki. Slovenia. Mr. President, I think you have a lot of nerve to be talking about anybody else and where they come from and where they should go back to. A lot of nerve. Anyway, that's it. God bless y'all. Check out my videos. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below if you have an opinion. And that's it. I'm out.